outdoorsy stuff. I hate bugs. Granted, I had an Army ROTC scholarship and was therefore also in the National Guard, but I also used to be a girl. So there you go. A lot of crazy things happened. Felt like I was flying. I was, in actuality, being carried at a run out of the forest. One nurse got really close to my face. She said in awe, "But he has an Adam's apple." And she touched it, which tickled. And I giggled, and she quickly turned away laughing, and she'd just gotten a full face worth of alcohol breath. Sometimes I'm back in that place. Maybe you've been there. That heavy, dreamless sleep when you don't move all night, and you wake up taking a desperate gasp of air. I think that's dying. It's easy. You just don't get that gasp.
I went to school in the South. I've been in the South for 9 years. And I came out as queer once I was at school. So I've only had the queer Southern experience. And I didn't have an easy time with it. Not because there aren't queer people here, in little different groups, and I'm in between them. No one can be part of the genderqueer group and the F to M group. I kind of try to exist in both. I live as a man, but I don't identify as a male, and I think that's totally possible. But that confuses a lot of people. Being a femme guy has its own specific things that we have to deal with, and I haven't met anyone else around here like that. But I know that they exist. From time to time, we manage to hail one another across the stormy seas of gender ambiguity or refusal. We are the casualties and conscientious objectors in the war between the sexes, and people on both sides of the trenches find us upsetting and repugnant, sometimes because they fear they are one of us. Patrick Califia.
Yeah, I would say when I saw the second movie, The Chamber of Secrets, when they showed the part with the polyjuice potion where they're transforming, I sort of thought that was a little bit like the transition a little bit, because you're like, oh my God, I'm changing so much, and you see it in the mirror. Of course, they're not turning into very attractive people in that particular part, but the idea of transforming into something that you look different on the outside.
Judith Butler enters as she lifts the saw, preparing to saw off her arm.
Performance is not a singular act or event, but a ritualized production.
Hey, I'm Cole. I wrote this, and actually I think it's getting a little out of control.
As the car drives away, a spaceship lowers from the sky. One by one, everyone gets beamed on board the ship. Everyone except Judith Butler. Play.
That's Sam. He's got more boy toys than a Tonka factory.
He's a junior at NYU. Thank you very much. And for your information, there is nothing junior about him. One more thing. I'm always on top.
You think I'm doing this because I hate my body?
Obviously!
I think you're projecting. I don't feel the same way you do about women. I don't carry that shame that... I turn it over and over, trying to figure out if the way I feel is because of this pressure put on me as a masculine woman. Or I was not really a woman, but this other thing.
Christians think that 33 is the perfect age, which I think has something to do with Jesus, but the golem is a Jewish myth. I was going to tell you about Medusa, I was going to talk about Athena, and about anger, and revenge, and loneliness, and sadness, and stone, and snakes, You know, I think Medusa and Athena had kind of a butch femme dynamic going on.